Since the Industrial Revolution, industry has harvested a seamlessly endless supply of natural resources, turning raw materials into products to make our lives easier, faster, more beautiful, and in many ways better. Consumers just can't get enough. It appears there's no end to our hunger to consume. Business and industry continue to heed the consumer's call. There's simply nothing money can't buy. It seems everyone is winning. But at what cost?
Without a name and unseen face, and knowing not your time or place, tomorrow's child. Though yet unborn, I met you first, last Tuesday morn. A wise friend introduced us to, and through his shining point of view, I saw a day that you would see, a day for you, but not for me. Knowing you has changed my thinking, for I never had an inkling that perhaps the things I do might someday somehow threaten you, tomorrow's child, my daughter, son. I'm afraid I've just begun to think of you and of your good, though always having known I should. Begin I will, to weigh the cost of what I squander, what is lost, if ever I forget that you will someday come and live here too. Tomorrow's child has become sort of a symbol, to me at least, and I've recited that poem probably 1,000 times through the years, and it, it brings together a lot of what this is all about. It is about leaving for our tomorrow's child a livable world, and we're fast on the way to destroying that very possibility.
Ray Anderson is the founder and chairman of Interface Incorporated, the world's largest manufacturer of commercial carpet. The company is headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia, and has manufacturing locations on 4 continents. Interface Flooring Systems is the largest division of the company. This division manufactures carpet tiles, a product brought to America in 1973 by Anderson, launching Interface and revolutionizing the carpet industry.
We started up our marketing effort in the teeth of that recession, 73, 74, 75, and it was as hard a time as you can imagine to start a business, but we survived. And by 1994, it was a success by anybody's definition, almost.
Success took on a different meaning for Anderson in 1994, when a series of events challenged his long-held views about the purpose and responsibility of business.
Customers asked, what's your company doing for the environment? We had very little we could say in response. And there was a group in our company that were very uncomfortable with that position. They came to me with this idea of having a task force. I said, great. We want you to kick off this new task force and give them an environmental vision. I didn't have an environmental vision. I didn't want to make that speech. I dragged my feet for weeks, and finally I said, okay. And I was really sweating as the day drew nigh, and then this book landed on my desk. It was as if it were put there by the hand of God, by pure serendipity. Paul Hawkins' book, The Ecology of Commerce, landed on my desk. And it was the point of a spear in the chest. And I read, and read on, and the spear went deeper. And I was convicted right there as a plunderer of the earth. And I made that speech talking about the demise of the biosphere, the travesty of it all, and the way the industrial system is at the heart of the problem. And we were at the heart of the industrial system. The book's about us. The book's about what we're doing to the earth and how can we change that. And I challenged that little group of people to lead our company to sustainability.
And I will tell you on the finance side that most everybody thought Ray was crazy. That we were in compliance from an environmental standpoint, we were bottom line driven, and to become sustainable was almost in conflict with the capitalism that Interface was about at that time.
And then all of a sudden, we have this kind of new idea, and it's like, wait a minute, we like what we're doing, we're successful. It's kind of like, don't monkey with it. So, yes, there were a lot of skeptics and some concern about that.
We all thought he was out of his skull, and we really thought it would go away, and of course it didn't.
And somehow the message had come back to me. They were asking, has he gone around the bend? And I got up in front of 1,000 people and I confronted that question. I said, I hear the questions being asked. Have I gone around the bend? And I'm here to tell you, yes. I have gone around the bend to see what's around on that other side, because it is our future. And this is our future. And I want to remind you that I went around the bend once before to find carpet tiles. And we've done pretty well with that idea. But that was a warm-up for the main event. And this is the main event. To be the first company to the top of that mountain and prove it can be done so we are not the last. If the business and industrial community don't come aboard, it's over.
It is one thing for a leader to articulate a vision, quite another for that vision to become the defining passion of an organization. This is the story of one such transformation, of how an industrial enterprise created a new business model and in the process is redefining the purpose of business. It is a story of a company that took the road less traveled, the story of Interface's journey towards sustainability. We begin this story the year before Anderson issued his environmental challenge to his company. In 1993, Interface was stalled. The once aggressive entrepreneurial market leader had fallen asleep. Dissatisfaction with this led Anderson to look outside the organization for fresh ideas about how to awaken the largest division of his company, Interface Flooring Systems. A new management team was put together in 1993 with a turnaround strategy built around the objective of creating the best place to work and the best company in the business.
Can't ignore was a parallel effort at the time to take a group of people that had been suffering from very difficult economic times, downsizing, layoffs, a tough time, and try to regenerate them and develop them.
If you look back on that era of 1993-ish, Interface had gotten into a situation where we were just trying not to lose. So how do we turn that around?
Improving profitability was the clear focus of the new management team. But this is far from the typical turnaround story of the 90s.
There was a huge investment in terms of people working together and collaborating and giving something back to the employee. We went through all the play to win sessions, and we were climbing up poles, and it was teamwork.
It's getting out your comfort zone, to go and climb poles. It's something that you normally wouldn't do, and it was very high.
But I was up there because of the people around me. I would never have got up there on my own steam. Never have done it. But that was telling us what we can all do as a group, and that was a very powerful message.
It's really touching, and I wouldn't take anything for that experience.
Results came quickly. Play to win, together with the more inclusive management philosophy, created new levels of collaboration. This new can-do environment, coupled with improved financials, created fertile soil for the new vision